Hey everyone, really quick video on the Pro 3. I'm loving this synthesizer. I'm pretty new to it, so I'm learning some things, but a couple things I ran into that I wanted to share. One is that the modulation routing and patching on this thing is so fun. I mean, that's why I got it, and I'm just really enjoying just exploring. It's just a really cool synthesizer to hook stuff up. I mean, it's a mono synth, so you got to understand what a mono versus poly is, but still, mono synths are so fun. Anyway, I'm not going to go through everything because this thing does a lot, but I just want to talk about the modulation because it's really nice the way they have it implemented. And there's two things I found that I wanted to share. The first is that when you hold source and destination, because that's how you kind of map stuff. So you hold source, turn something, hold destination, turn something, and then you have a value knob here that you can change. And when you hold the source, it doesn't change the value that you're turning. So let me show you an example of that. So here's the octave switch. So you can see if I turn this, you're going to see these lights, changing. Hopefully you can see that. Now, what I'm going to do is if I hold the source and do that same thing, I'll try to turn my hand. So you see I'm turning the knob, but the light is not moving. And that's important because that way you're not changing values. You're just tweaking the knob so it knows about that. So that was one quick subtle thing. The more advanced thing I found by kind of experimenting by holding that source button and seeing how it works and then holding destination, seeing how it works, is that if you hold the destination button and then tap the source button, it'll add that line it'll add mod 1 basically into the line. Okay, what does that mean? Well, let's do a quick map. So let's take a knit patch. Okay, and then let's take source, we'll do oscillator, and destination, we'll do shape mod. Okay, and let's turn up the value and see if we hear anything. So, okay, we don't hear anything there, but let me try it on. Okay, so here. With the triangle wave, I hear something. Okay, so let's say you want to you want an envelope to kind of ramp that in, so you're hearing that kind of as an attack sound or something like that. So if you want to do that, what you do is you pick the next, so I'm going to set that to 0. So it's just like, it's there in the mod matrix, but it's not actually doing anything. I'm going to pick the next line down and I'm going to map envelope 1 to mod matrix 3 is how I'm going to do that. So what I'm going to do is source. I'm going to turn any of these knobs. We'll set auxiliary envelope 1, which is nice little shortcut. And then now here's where I hit destination and then I tap source. And that just put mod 1 amount, which is awesome because now it's highlighted. I can just turn this a couple clicks and set it to mod 3. So I'm trying to affect the line above it. And the reason why that's nice is that you're not having to go through the menu up and down trying to get to mod 3. You could just hold destination, tap source, and it goes donk, and it just puts it in there. And then a couple clicks, and you can get to it. It's really nice when you're using these more and more. So let's go ahead and see if we can make this work here. So let's. Okay, I'm hearing a little something. I mean, it's not crazy loud, but let me see if I can amplify that a little bit. Okay, so you hear the change. Okay, let's go down. Okay, so. Anyway, I'll go through more stuff later. I just wanted to show that really quick one because it's fun. I've made a ton of patches already. That's funny. I was thinking I've made all these. They're really weird, but well, that's just the delivered one. Here. This is one of the first patches I made. This is just messing around with mods. Just trying to control the LFO and stuff. And this one's ARP. So one thing that's, I'm actually going through more stuff than I thought I was going to. I was just going to show those 2 tips and call it a day, but it's just such a tempting synth to talk about. One thing that's cool is I would describe this synthesizer in one word: sinister. I think it has so many cool layers of distortion and kind of ways of just like making stuff kind of like just sinister. I mean, that's the best word I can use to describe it. Even with that though, if you dial back the amplitude on the oscillators, and especially on the amp envelope, you can make really pretty tones too. So it's pretty fun that way to kind of see what it's capable of. So remember when I said sinister? So check out like that. Like that's just crazy. It's like a rhythmic pattern I did. It's like, so I use the sequencer. So you hear the drums over that, right? Or I can. I don't know. It might be hard to hear the rhythm there. So it's just going for something. It's just me trying to make a quick bass. This is my, let's see. Oh boy. Now I got If you recognize that, that's great. That was originally done in the Pro 1, and that was the first patch I made actually, if I remember right. And I'm still tuning that. It's about 90% there. I really want to get it. I know I can get it like exact, and once I get that, I'll probably share it because I know people like that stuff. These are random patches, so I hope these aren't bad, because this is just, oh, there you go, a knit patch. That's exciting. Let me see. All right. One other thing. Oh, this is me just messing around with percussion. Anyway, I've done 25 patches so far, so I'm not going to sit there and scroll through them. But one thing I will say is look how fast this thing changes between patches. I love this. I mean, I'm just like popping between these things, and it's like just, it's like, and you're there. Anyway, loving the synth. We'll definitely talk more about it in the future. Just wanted to share those quick tips on source destination, hold destination, tap source if you want to add a mod in the mod matrix. Try it once and then you'll see what it does. Anyway, thanks a lot. Bye.